Welcome Primary 6. I am Ms. Nermeen Saeed, your science teacher for Primary 6. Today we will continue our lesson Mass and Weight, Part 2. When we jump on the surface, we will fall down. And when we carry anything, the object, and leave it, the object will also fall down. Do you know why? There is a force inside the earth which attracts the body to the center of the earth. This force, we called it gravitational force. So, the gravitational force which attracts the body to the center of the earth, we called it the weight. And now, what is the weight? Weight is the gravitational force that attracts the body to the center of the earth. And this weight or this gravitational force make all objects to fall toward the center of the earth. The first scientist who described the weight is Newton. How we can measure the weight? We need a tool or device to measure the weight. So the tool that used to measure the weight is called spring scale. This spring scale consists of number 1, top hook. This top hook used to hang the spring scale, and number 2, bottom hook, to hang the body that we need to measure its weight. Number 3, the spring which is go up and down, and number 4, pointer, to show us the right weight. The extension of the spring represents the weight of the body. So when we hang any body or any object on the spring scale, the spring will extend and it represents the weight of the body. What is the measuring unit of weight? It's Newton. It's called Newton. The unit of weight is Newton. Look at this apple. If the mass of this apple is 100 grams, so the weight of this apple will be 1 Newton. If the mass of this apple is 100 grams, so the weight of this apple will be 1 Newton. So we can say that 1 Newton is the weight of the body whose mass is 100 grams. 1 Newton is the weight of the body whose mass equals 100 grams. Note that all objects on Earth has weight because there is a gravitational force of Earth that attracts the body. But in space, all objects are weightlessness. It means without weight. Again, has weight, but objects in space are weightlessness. The factor that makes the weight change. Remember that weights are change. It's not constant. And on number 1, object's mass, object's planet, and distance from center of Earth. So we can say that factors affecting weight are object's mass, object's planet, and distance from center of Earth. Number 1, object's mass. When the mass of the body increases, the weight, the gravitational force that attracts the body increase, and the weight will increase. Again, when the mass of the body increase, it needs more force to attract it to the body, right? To the center of the earth, right? So the gravitational force will increase and the weight will increase. And to get or calculate the weight and mass, we have a magic triangle. We will write here weight, and here we will write mass and 10. Why we write number 10? Number 10 is the force of the earth that attracts the body to the earth. We call that the force of the earth that attracts the body to the earth, and we called it gravitational acceleration. So if we need to get the weight, we will hide the weight, and it will be mass by 10. The weight equal mass by 10. Remember that mass in kilogram. So weight equal mass by 10. But if we need to get the mass, we will hide the mass, and the mass will be weight over 10. Weight over 10. Mass equal weight over 10. So weight equal mass by 10, and mass equal weight over 10. Problem number 1. If the mass of any object equal 40 kilogram, find the weight. We have here weight equal mass by 10 and mass in kilogram. So it will be 40 by 10 will be 400 Newton. And we write Newton because it's the measuring unit of weight. Problem number 2. If the weight of object is 60 Newton, find the mass of this object. We have here mass equal weight divided 10. Weight divided 10. So it will be 60 divided 10. It will be 6 kilogram. And kilogram is the measuring unit of mass. So the mass will be 6 kilogram. Problem number 3. If the mass of object is 300 gram, find the weight. We have here the mass in gram. We can't measure the weight. We must change the mass from gram to be in kilogram. So mass in kilogram equal mass in gram divided 1000. Why we make divide 1000? Because 1 kilogram equal 1000 kilogram. So if we need to change the mass in gram to become in kilogram, we will make divided 1000. So mass in kilogram will be 300 divided 1000. It will be 0.3 kilogram. Now we are ready to get the weight because we change the mass to become in kilogram. Weight will be equal mass in kilogram by 10. 0.3 by 10 equal 3 Newton. Thank you, primary.